Diener's got it against Japhet McNeil. They clear out for it.
ISO.
Here's Diener, step up, takes the shot, and he hit it with 2.6 seconds to go. 71-69. Japhet throws it up at the buzzer. No, game over. Travis Diener. And Marquette wins it in overtime. It's our Aurora Healthcare Inside Marquette segment with former Marquette star Travis Diener of the Indiana Pacers and Coach Crean. Travis, thanks for the time. When you look back at your years at Marquette, what do you remember most?
You know, the camaraderie with the teammates. You know, those were that's like family to me. You know, I remember a lot of the games, but more so, you know, the connections I've built with Coach Crean, with the coaching staff, with the guys I played with. Those are the things you hold on forever. I mean, obviously, the games you remember are the Final Four runs and the big time games that we played in, but more so than that, you know, the context, I still keep in touch with all those guys, so that's what I remember the most.
If you could use one word, Coach, about Travis, would it be competitor?
It probably would be, but I would probably start with winner. And I think a win, obviously being a competitor fills into that, but he's been a winner at every level all his life, and it'll be the same way in the NBA.
What's the hardest adjustment to the NBA from your days at Marquette?
You know, the strength, the speed, the size of the players in the NBA is a big difference. But you know, you just get an opportunity to play, and as you continue to play more, you get more experience and you learn certain things. And with that, that's what I'm trying to do, is just learn every day and get better and work hard and try to help us win games.
Coach, how did you see Travis's game grow from when you saw him in high school in Fond du Lac to when he left Marquette to now?
Diener trying to get some back. He does. Tom Crean is in the building. Has to be happy with what he's seen out of Diener.
Incredible confidence on both ends of the floor. And I think he did such a good job for us of improving his defense on the ball. His toughness has always been there as his strength came. I mean, there was one point in his senior year, he was averaging 13 to 14 free throw attempts a game. And just did a fantastic job of whatever needed to be addressed in his game. He did, but he never lost the chip on his shoulder that Dwayne Wade never lost, that a Steve Novak never lost. I mean, the great ones never lose, because there were many, many people that didn't feel he should be in the position he was in. And I think it's the same way with the NBA. And he's always used that to fuel his ability to improve, to work on what he needed to improve on. But again, to be able to always go back to what his strengths were.
Coach had you visit practice, and I don't want you to share anything that stays in-house, but in general, what do you say to kids now that are in the Marquette program? What advice do you give them?
Just to work hard, you know, and I know that's almost a given. If a guy's going to commit to Marquette, he's going to work hard. You know, I told him to play with confidence. You know, they're in the toughest league in the nation. They got every night someone shooting for them, especially when you're ranked as high as we are. You know, you got to go out and play hard, and you got to instill confidence in each other. You got to have the leaders step up and lead the team, and that's what I said. They just got to come out and, you know, play better, play harder, and get some wins.
Coach, it's been said that a point guard is the extension of the coach on the floor. If that's the case, it had to be comforting to have this guy out there, kind of translating your message to the other guys on the floor.
I tell you what, I'd leave my kids to him. If something ever happened to me, not that he would want to be raising 3 children right now, but there's nothing I would never trust him with. I mean, we gave him the ball. He gave it back 4 years later with a lot of fun in between, but one of the greatest competitors, one of the greatest winners, one of the greatest people, and now one of the greatest friends somebody could have.
How close of tabs can you keep on Marquette these days with your busy life in the NBA?
Well, it's pretty easy. You know, if we have an off night, and you know, so many games are nationally televised now, it's easy to catch them on TV. So, you know, and if I can't, you know, I'm always checking my phone to see how they do. You know, I keep close contact. You know, I talk to Coach very frequently. So, you know, I'm still part of this program. That will never change. You know, I wish them the best of luck, and I think they're talented enough to make a deep run in the tournament.
This guy's impact went beyond wins and losses, though, didn't it, on the program?
Oh, absolutely, and you see it now. I mean, you see it when they come back to practice, and ownership. And you're always teaching, and you're putting a value on ownership when they're there. And when they leave is when their legacy of leadership and ownership really goes forth, and that's exactly what he's done. He's left, you know, he's not there. He's into his own world here now, and he's going to be successful in this league. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's never been a doubt about it, because people have doubted that he would be. And that's one of the greatest things to enjoy, you know, of watching the fruits of everything that he has done, and watch him get the benefits, because he's gone out and earned them. And he does the same thing with our program. He always continues to be a huge part of what Marquette University and Marquette basketball is all about.
Last thing, Travis, we got a lot of kids watching, grade school kids, high school kids, who relate to you because you're from this state and you reached the NBA. You talked about what advice you give Marquette kids. What advice would you give to even those younger kids as far as playing basketball and life in general?
Just work hard and you listen to the people that have your best interest in mind. For me, it was my parents, but for other people, it could be their aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, teachers, other coaches. You listen to them. You know, you make right decisions. You make smart decisions. You work hard. You don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, and you know everything will work out for the best.
That's that chip on the shoulder you were talking about.
Yeah, he deserves everything he gets, and there's a lot more coming for him. There's no doubt about that, because his work ethic just continues to grow and grow.
Coach, thank you. Travis Diener, thank you very much for taking time out with us.